Okay, you're live.
Okay, this is Granny Fisher, and today we take receipt on a package of bees. So I am a very beginning beekeeper, and we are doing this on a shoestring. So I'm going to show you what kind of gear I've picked up this week at the dollar store to start my beehive. First off, this is not a typical beehive. The beehives you're used to seeing that are the big white boxes, those are called Langstroth hives, and they're very traditional. This is a top bar hive, and I'll take you on a tour of that in just a minute. First, I wanted to show you what I'm using on my shoestring budget as a beginning beekeeper. Okay, I didn't have the money to send off to a catalog and get a bunch of beekeeping supplies, so I kind of made do with what I've got. This is my hat. I went to Walmart and got some gauzy material to use as a veil for my face. I went to Goodwill and got a long-sleeved white shirt with a button-up collar that I will use for my outfit, and I'm going to tuck it in at the waist and pull my socks up over my pants legs so the bees won't get under my clothes. Okay, this is sugar water. It's mixed 1 part sugar to 1 part water, and this is my spray bottle. And when you first introduce the bees, you spray them with sugar water, and it makes them soggy and a little slow to fly, and they're also busy licking that off of themselves, and they're not as inclined to sting or cause you problems. Okay, this is my sugar feeder. I took a sour cream container and cut holes on 4 sides, and when you put the water in it and kind of pump it a little bit at the top, it runs out around the rim. So I'm going to see if that works. If it doesn't, I'll do something else. This is liquid smoke, because I do not have a smoker, and some of the forums online said you could use liquid smoke to spray on the bees. Some of the people in the wildfire-prone areas use it during wildfire season so as not to have an open flame. This is my little brush. I got it in the toilet section at Dollar General because I didn't have the money for the big long brush. And this is a putty knife from Walmart, which will be my hive tool for prying the bars apart when they're stuck together with wax. Okay, now I'm going to show you the hive.
Okay,
Now this is the lid, and originally it was hinged to the box, but it didn't allow us to pick up the bars straight up, which you need to do with top bars, so we took the hinges off. It's lightweight enough that I can just pick it up and move it like that. Now this is a top bar hive, which allows the bees to make comb hanging straight down, and you pick up the bar like this with the comb on it. And you can't turn it like this or the comb will break off. This has a point along here where the bees will draw out the comb. Okay, this is where my queen will go. I'm going to fasten her to that and hang her down in there. She comes in a little box with the package of bees, and you want them to gather around her in a cluster. And then these are followers, which basically limit the amount of space the bees have to work with until they become established and need more space. Now today we will be taking, I will explain too, this board, I got this idea from Wyatt Mangum, who is a well-known beekeeper, and I watched his video online about installing bees, and he used this to keep from using up all of his bars before the bees need them. The more they are in here, the longer they're in here, the more established they become, the more bars they'll need to build comb on. But anyway, this is just a space filler, a space occupier. Okay, now this is the inside of the hive, and originally it was made with a screen in the bottom for ventilation because we live in the South. I read online that some people had problems with packages of bees absconding from the hive that had a wire bottom. Some had problems with it and some didn't. So I put this cardboard strip in the bottom. I'll probably cut a hole in it just for ventilation before I put the bees in. But right now that's covering up the screen part. And this morning we're driving to a neighboring county and picking up our bees. So we'll see how they do. This is Granny Fisher, and I'll see you next time.